Does your saw not turn on? If so, you likely need a new switch. Your worm drive saw uses a basic toggle switch that breaks the circuit on both the hot and neutral wires. After thousands of cycles and years of use, the switch will wear out. Testing for a bad switch can be easily done using a multimeter. Replacing the on-off switch is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how. I'll begin by removing one half of the pistol grip handle, starting with these 4 screws. Now I'll remove the 2 large screws at the base and the top of the handle. And I can separate the 2 halves of the handle. Now I'll remove the screw that secures the switch to the housing. I can pull the switch away from the housing. Now I'll take note of each wire location and then remove them from the old switch. I have the black wire from the cord on one side, the white wire from the cord, and then the 2 black wires coming from the field on the other side of the switch. You can easily test your switch using a multimeter. I'll set the multimeter to read continuity. This switch is broken side to side. So to test it, I'll place one of the probes on one side and the other probe on the other side of the switch. And again, I'm using both top locations on the switch. When I pull the trigger, the switch tests good in this case. If it was bad, I wouldn't get the tone from the multimeter. So that side of the switch is good. Now we'll test the other. Same thing, one probe on one side, the other probe on the other, and this switch tests good. Now I can install the new switch. I'll start by replacing the wires. First I'll replace the black wire from the cord, and that goes on the top right corner of the switch. Next the white cord wire, and that goes on the bottom right hand corner. I'm using the screws that came with the new switch. And now the 2 field wires. Now I can re-secure the switch to the handle. Place it into the housing, line it up on the pin, and secure it with the screw. Now I'll take a minute and tuck all the wires into the housing so they don't get pinched when we put the other half of the housing back in place. Now I can reattach the handle housing and secure it with the screws. I'll start with the large screws at the top and the bottom. And finish up with the 4 screws on the sides of the housing.